Okay, so yeah, I don't know how to take this thing off. I guess you just... Hey guys, it's me, Marty. Welcome to this week's edition of Tutorial Tuesday. This week, I have such a special tutorial for y'all. I have my first ever, and I hope to do this annually, king cake / Mardi Gras tutorial. So I really wanted to do one for Mardi Gras because it's really personal to me being from Louisiana. I grew up around Mardi Gras. And I just really enjoyed it. So I try to use the Mardi Gras colors of purple, green, and gold. You can see my eyes here. Green and gold halo eye. Purple around it. And then purple lips. Awesome gold jacket. And I found this mask from a parade I went to a couple years ago in New Orleans, which I actually talk about in there. So I just wanted to do something different, something pretty, something for Mardi Gras, because I did Christmas and Valentines Day. And both of those things are important. But Mardi Gras is tailored just to us. So I really hope you guys enjoy this look. Thank you for watching this Tutorial Tuesday. Okay, guys, so while I am working, I am going to be talking a lot because I want to kind of explain some things to y'all about Mardi Gras while I'm working. So I'm going to start off with the 335 in palette, which is the all matte color palette. Yeah, so let's talk Mardi Gras first before we do anything else. I say almost every video, I often talk about Louisiana because I'm from Louisiana. Hey girl, hey. Because I'm from Louisiana, and even though I don't agree with a lot of stuff here, the politics is probably the biggest thing I don't agree with. I do love this place because it's so different. Louis is back at it again, y'all. He has not changed not one bit. So I really love it here because we're so different than everywhere else. I don't think this is, I don't think I'll be here forever. I don't feel like this is where I'm meant to live my whole entire life. But I love it. I'm not like, I know a lot of people. I'm actually going to go in with this one instead because it's like a more violet based, like a more blue based purple. But I don't think I'm meant to be here, but I know like so many people I know and love have moved away. And immediately, like as soon as they get their first piece of mail wherever they live now, they immediately start talking so badly about Louisiana. And the thing about, like, in my opinion, I grew up here. Their family grew up here because most of these people are family members. And it's like, I just really love this place. And I don't think it's a bad thing to love your hometown. And we get a bad rep on TV because, you know, the water boy, our Senator John Kennedy is just a freaking moron. And I get all that. And I don't agree with those things either. But this is just a place like no other. And it just kind of bothers me. So I always rep Louisiana wherever I am, whatever I'm doing. I always kind of represent us because I like that we're so different. Like, we're the only state in the country that has parishes instead of counties. I didn't even know what counties were until I was like in high school because I always was in Lafayette Parish. We have we have all these different parishes, Iberia Parish, and all these different parishes instead of counties. So I'm just using that purple to get a good crease color. Not so much a transition shade because the look we're going to go with today, I'm going to blur this out a little bit in a second. But for the most part, it's going to look pretty much like this. So I will rep Louisiana till I die. I am going to go with this kind of like almost like a goldy, like a butternut squash kind of color. I'm gonna do that to kind of blow out this purple a little bit. And it's just, it annoys me. But anyway, so Mardi Gras is one of those things that kind of show exactly what I'm talking about, how different we are here. Mardi Gras is a very special holiday here that we get crazy for. Like, okay, so New Orleans is my home away from home. I have never done a New Orleans Mardi Gras just because it gets so wild over there that I don't think I could, you know, there's not so many things. There's not enough time to do all the things you would need to do in New Orleans, at least not for me. And, but I remember when Hurricane Katrina happened and New Orleans was pretty much shut down for Mardi Gras because it was crazy. Like, yeah, it was wild. Like what y'all saw in the news was not what was, it was just wild. Just trust me when I say that. And, so the thing with that is like, we took Mardi Gras over that year. So everyone that would go to New Orleans came here to Lafayette. And just like, we're the second one in the state. Like, we're the biggest Mardi Gras celebrations beyond New Orleans. I just found these earrings and I forgot why I stopped wearing them. And now I remember because they're so freaking heavy. But anyway, they're beautiful. So I wanted to wear them because the gold, you know. But anyway, so I know y'all all see on TV like people flashing and stuff to get beads and everything. I'm going to go in with the NYX eyeshadow base in black because I'm going to do a green halo eye with gold in the middle. And I want that green to really be dark. Like I want that to be like our eye contour color. And I'm going in with a Shani eyeshadow brush that I never use, because if y'all don't know, once you use black, like you gotta wash it or you won't be using it again anytime soon. So it's just like, it's so fun. There are parades every 5 minutes all over the place. Like we have all these beautiful crews that'll go and create just so if you see what I'm doing, I'm just kind of using this in the far corner, and I'm just kind of packing it on with that brush, taking it up a little bit into the crease, because I want you to be able to see this look when I look down as well. I mean, if I'm not looking down, like with my eyes open as well. So okay, so anyway, so it is just a great time. Like there's so many traditions. Like we do one particular parade every single year. Other than that, you can go downtown and there's all these beautiful, like the Crew de Rio parade is the big parade here, and it's like the Mardi Gras kickoff, and it's amazing. Like it's so fun. And Mardi Gras, the thing about Mardi Gras is the costuming and everything, like the clothes and just the makeup and everything. It's so beautiful. We do purple, green, and gold. Those are the colors of Mardi Gras, which you see those colors spread out into everything we do here. Like look at the LSU Tigers, perfect season, champions. Thank you very much. Their colors are purple and gold. So everything here, like when WrestleMania was here, they did purple and gold the first time. The second time they did purple, green, and gold. It's just really, really fun and really, really different. So, and it's something you can only get here, which is what I love about this place, that there are so many things that you can literally only get here. Aside from that, so the colors are purple, green, and gold. It's really a cool purple, like cooler than what I have here, but it's a cool purple. It's more like my shirt. Let me show you my shirt. It's like this kind of really deep, beautiful, regal purple. So that is like a royal purple is the color. And now I'm going to go into the Kat Von D Vegan Love Palette. And again, I do know Kat Von D is very problematic, but literally since I used this thing on a First Impression Fridays the other day, I have been using it nonstop since then, because it's just the colors are so vivid and bright and beautiful. And for Mardi Gras, that is literally what we are looking for. So these are the colors. So we're going to go in with Earthling right here, this beautiful green. And then we're going to go in with Activist or Compassion. I'm not quite sure yet, because people say purple, yellow, and green, but it's really purple, gold, and green. So like this bright yellow, I don't know if it's going to fit the bill for what we need. And this stuff is best applied with your finger. So I'm going to just use my finger to get into Earthling right here the best I can, because my nails are really long. But anyway, so that's the reason that we're doing a Mardi Gras look. And today was the last day I could do it. It's actually, at the time I'm filming this, it's Valentine's Day today. But I actually celebrated last night. So, but honestly here, I really don't even think anyone would notice or care, because again, this is Louisiana, and literally we have a week and some change to go. Like when this is uploaded, we'll still have a full week before Mardi Gras hits. But literally after New Year's, no one cares that much about Valentine's Day here. Nobody really cares about like the rest of the holidays, because all we're worried about is Easter and Mardi Gras, because Mardi Gras starts the Lenten season. Okay, so y'all see what we're going at with so far. So this middle section, I'm going to take the NYX Skin Tone eyeshadow base, and I'm going to kind of carve out that middle section just to make sure that the color I'm putting there really pops. And we're going to kind of clean up the crease a little bit too. So Mardi Gras kicks off the Lenten season, and I'm Catholic. Most people here are Catholic because of that, because we were settled by the French and the Spanish and all the whatever. It's a whole long story. But anyway, so yeah, so the Lenten season starts on Mardi Gras, and that's why Mardi Gras, and you've heard it said other places, it's called Fat Tuesday. It's called Fat Tuesday because it kicks off the Lent season. So Fat Tuesday is the time when you go crazy. Like whatever it is that you're planning to give up for Lent, you go hard on whatever it is. Like I've given up shopping for the last like 3 years. It never works, but I give it up for the last like 3 years. So the day before, I'll usually go to TJ Maxx or Macy's and just get a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to be better with my money, so I'm going to try not to do that this year. But so the whole point of Mardi Gras is to do whatever it is that you're going to give up. And there's a lot of food. There's king cake or gumbos, which really we don't wait for Mardi Gras for either one of those things, honestly. But for the most part, that's traditionally what it's supposed to be. It's not, but that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, so this part is over here. And the reason it's called Fat Tuesday is because during Lent, you give up meat on Wednesdays and Fridays. So it's Fat Tuesday because you're supposed to eat all that you want to eat because you'll have to give it up for 40 days. We're not like other religions. Like, we don't just quit cold turkey. We're like, you know what? If I'm not going to eat it for 40 days, I'm going to eat enough to last me the 40 days on Fat Tuesday. That's literally the purpose of it. Even though it's filled with so much debauchery and craziness, it is literally, that's kind of the reasoning behind it. It's really it started as a religious holiday. I'm not going to set this base only because of the fact that I really want this color to really stick. So I'm not going to set it. I'm just going to pack it on there. But yeah, if you've ever gone to a Mardi Gras parade, like, there's so much kind of lunacy happening. Like, there's a lot of people running around dressed up, and there's chicken chases. I know that sounds crazy, but literally what they do is I'm going to go in with activists for the yellow part. And I'm just going to apply it again with my finger. And I'm going to just pack it on. Do y'all see how pretty those shades are, though? I mean, hi. Oof. Girl, get a napkin so we can second line, please. You go, okay, so they let a chicken loose, okay, like a regular old chicken. And the way it used to be was that you would catch the chicken, and that's what I'm going to fade this green in a little bit because I don't like that it's like such harsh lines. Y'all know how I am with that. So traditionally what would happen, you would chase that chicken all over the place, and then when you would catch it, that's what you would use for your gumbo. Now, of course, now it's not like that anymore, but it's the tradition. A lot of Mardi Gras is really steeped in tradition. So we do it, but then you just kind of let the chicken go back about it. I personally have never done that. I'm not that, into it to go chase a chicken in the street. But our eye look is coming together really, really well. I'm going to try to figure out a way to blend this a little bit more because I really don't like that it's so... I'm going to go back to this Morphe palette really quickly. And I know usually I use this one for a matte eyeshadow. I mean, a glitter eyeshadow. And I use the other one for a matte. But since I need to really pack this on, I'm going to go ahead and stay with this brush. Oh, I see which purple I want to use already. So for this look, for my eye contour, I'm going to go with this very deep, beautiful purple right here. And I'm going to put that right in the corner. So it's just, honestly, guys, if there was one tutorial I really wanted to do on this channel this year, this was definitely it. Because, again, it's so personal to me. Like, a Christmas tutorial is fun. And I love Christmas. And my family's over. And it's all a good time. But it's not specific to us. And Mardi Gras is specific to us. I don't like how this look is coming out. It's funny, like, I've been planning my looks a little more than I used to. And it has made so much of a difference. Like, so much of a difference. Because you go with a plan, you execute it a little better when you kind of have a plan of what it is you're going to execute. And then the day after is Ash Wednesday, which you go over to the church and get your ashes, whatever. I don't really know, a bad Christian, but I don't really know what the reasoning is, but you do that and then you fast until Easter. Now, most people here do fasting on Wednesdays and Fridays. You don't eat meat. So like all the crawfish and stuff that y'all see all the time on TV, if you're not from here, all the stuff that y'all see on TV that represents us, the crawfish, the gumbo, all that crap, all of that stuff kind of takes center stage, which is crazy because really it's almost like most people here aren't really giving anything up because we love seafood anyway. So, for most people, it's not really a bad thing that we give up meat on Wednesdays and Fridays because it is an excuse to eat crawfish, pretty much. Now, I don't know how I was born and raised here, but I don't eat any seafood. So Lent is really stressful for me. Because literally the only seafood I eat, and I can only do it sometimes, is lobster. I know I'm that bougie. But no, really, honestly, guys, I think I like it so much because of the fact that it tastes really sweet. Lobster does. So I think that's why I like it. I don't know. Well, I guess that's a halo eye though, right? That's how I always mess myself up because I blend stuff out of existence because I don't like these harsh lines. But that's how I always screw myself over. For the eyebrow highlight, I'm just going to go with this really pretty, like, milky cream kind of color right here. The very first thing in this palette. And again, this palette is all matte because for transition shades, I usually go with mattes. So when I got this palette, I'm just honestly I like more matte eyeshadows in general. Call me boring, but that's just me. Okay, Mardi Gras Mambos, I'm going to go run and get my liner so that we can do a pretty fierce wing on this eye. And then I'm going to go finish my look and I'll be back to do mascara with y'all. So let me get that done. Oh, real quick before I actually go and do that, whatever I just said I was going to do, I want to blend this a little tiny bit more. Okay, the makeup gods are with me today too. Like, I feel like I'm flying through this today. I usually don't. But, oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I like it now. yeah, I just really wanted to give some love to my state because I feel like we don't get a lot, especially, and again, like I said, what's really crazy about it is usually people that leave here that give us such a bad rep, and it's crazy. Like, it was good enough for you to grow up here. Why are you down in it now that you're leaving? And I'm not saying anybody shouldn't leave. I really believe you have to go other places to experience other forms of life. You can't stay stuck in a bubble of where you were brought up. You know what I mean? But at the same time, there's no reason to down where you came from. I don't see the reason behind that. And honestly, guys, that has been an issue I have had with people my entire life. Like, I just don't like that. I don't see the purpose in it. I'm going to go back into that really deep plummy purple that we had earlier. And I'm just going to put a little more of it because I feel like this eye has more of it in a further spot. Like, see, it's coming out more in this side. It is on that side, so I'm just going to put a little bit more. I'm going to be cautious because that can get real deep real quick. It is crazy, y'all, how much quicker this went because I had a plan of what I was going to do. I had my hair already. I pictured exactly what I wanted it to look like when it was finished. And I usually don't do that, but anyway. Yeah, so that's the brief little history on Mardi Gras. Our eyes are done now, so I'm going to go and get a liner so that I can line the top. And then we're going to come back later and work on the bottom after I'm finished with my foundation. And like legit, guys, my eyeshadow right now looks like a king cake. Like, it's insane. I'm going to clean up underneath and everything. For eyeliner, as another thing I just actually tried out for First Impression Friday, is the Party of 3 eyeliner trio from Tarte Cosmetics. And it is both of the dual-ended, 3 shades of the dual-ended liner. So this time I'm going to use black, which is this one right here. It is a really good marker. They are just the bomb. So my tutorial Tuesday where I followed the Instagram tutorial and had a mental breakdown over my eyeliner. So I've been more cautious with my eyeliners and I've been trying to use quick dry ones because it just helps so much more. And this Tarte one is really, really good. I used the brown one yesterday and it's just really good. So I'm going to use the black one today. Also, and I want to give y'all a little history lesson about king cakes. I'm trying to give y'all history lessons on all the stuff that if you're not from here and you've seen it on TV and you're like, what is wrong with these people in Louisiana? Why are they doing this? The whole thing with the king cake is, well, actually, now that I'm talking about it, I'm not sure how it started. I know it's got something to do with King Louis the 14th. Because legit, everything here has to do with Louis XIV. But the king cake, I know, like, if you find the baby, there's a little baby in the cake. And when you find the baby in the king cake, you have to buy the next king cake. Now, they had people, y'all, this is so dumb, but they had people that were eating the baby, not like Mother movie. If you haven't seen Mother, it's so stupid. They were eating the baby not on purpose. Like, they were choking on the baby. So they don't even put the baby in the cake anymore. They put the baby outside of the cake and you get to put it in if you choose to put it in. But the ideal is if you get the baby in the cake, you have to buy the next one. I don't know anyone who's ever done that, but that's the tradition. Again, the tradition of it is that. Even have, like, there was a frozen yogurt place down the street from me that actually now closed because they opened a different one across the street from me. And they had this king cake yogurt, and y'all, when I tell y'all, that was the best yogurt of all freaking time. The flavor was just like so good. I don't know if it tastes like a king cake, but I know it tasted really good. So I'm gonna let this dry down a little bit because I don't want to mess up my king cake eyes with this absolutely beautiful eyeliner. So y'all see why I love this eyeliner. It is so pigmented. Like, as soon as it touches your lid, it's just super duper pigmented and it goes on really, really well, and it doesn't skip. It's just really, really good. So I've gone as far as I can go for now. I'm going to go and do the rest of my makeup, and I'll be back to do under eye looks with y'all and lashes. I am back. Obviously, I am baking at the moment. I want to go back in on this eye and put a little more of the green because it looks like it faded a little bit while I was sitting over there. So I am back to do an under eye look with y'all. I don't know why I said that. I can't stand when people do that. Why am I doing it? I'm such a follower sometimes, I swear. Because that green is like not trying to go anywhere. So I'm going to change it up a little bit. I want to go in with the brighter purple that I wanted to use in the beginning, this one. And I'm going to use that to line my under eyes. Oshi of mini palettes. I'm going to use the Vegan Love one for the mirror, but I'm going to use the Morphe palette for the colors. So going in with that bright purple. I'm just going to drag it real close to my lash line. And I'm doing this while I'm baking in case anything falls, so I can just brush it off with the bake. And I'm actually going to, and I don't do this often, I'm going to go a little bit lower than my lash line because I really want that beautiful purple to show because it's really pretty. So something else that's a big thing here, which I think it started with Mardi Gras, but literally every time I've been in New Orleans, it randomly just happens from time to time. A band will show up and usually they'll start passing out like napkins and stuff, and we'll start what's called a second line. And the second line, I don't know what it originated from or why it's called a second line, but a second line is just like, it's almost like a random parade, like a random dance train that just happens literally whenever, wherever. Like I went to a concert a couple years ago and we were leaving our hotel and they had these girls that were almost just like Vegas showgirls. And I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but it's about to be fun, whatever it is. It was my cousin and I, and so they start giving people shots. And I'm like, why are they, what is going on? It's Wednesday, like the middle of October. What is happening? So they start handing out all these drinks. And I thought it was like a promotion or a PR thing because the hotel we were staying at is like, I'm going back in with that Tarte liner. I'm just going to connect that wing and drag that, so I'm just going to connect that wing and drag this a little bit into my lower lash line just to give it a kind of more defined look. So we're all walking and they start passing this stuff out, these drinks and our napkins. And so when I got the napkin, I was like, oh, it's a second line, but I still did not know why. The girls were so dressed up because the second line can happen. Like I said, you could literally be having lunch and someone will run around and start passing out napkins. And you pretty much know, oh, we're about to do a second line. And you can, I mean, they're not going to force you to get up and do it, but it's so fun. I don't know why you wouldn't. You know what's about to happen and you know it's going to be a good time. So we start walking out and then we hear doom, doom. And I was like, oh, crap, it's a freaking parade. And sure enough, it was a parade. Just out of nowhere. Like nobody could even tell me what it was about, where it came from, or why there was a parade on October the 12th. Like, what was happening? There's no holiday there, so why are we doing a parade? But, like traditionally in New Orleans, we didn't ask questions. They were handing out masks and beads, so I took them, and we just walked all the way to the House of Blues, and it was amazing. On our way to the House of Blues, we actually broke off from the parade at one point, another street, because I was getting sleepy and I wanted Starbucks. So we walked to the Starbucks, and the guy at another one of the places told us, he was like, oh, you guys were in the parade by the Joy Theater. And we were like, no, we were at the one that started at the Intercontinental Hotel. And he was like, oh, I don't even know what that one is for. So literally there were like different parades going on in the middle of the day in October for no reason. It was so weird, but it's New Orleans, and that's the thing about it. It's so magical and like different and random, and it's just like literally New Orleans is my home away from home. And I've often said, and I'll say it here again, that if I were to live somewhere, if I were to move out of Lafayette and move somewhere that did not have a beach, because the beach is my life, so if I was going to leave, it would obviously be for a beach. But if I had to go somewhere that did not have a beach, it would definitely 1000% be New Orleans, because it's just the best place in the world. So equality is where I'm going to go next. And I actually still have some of that purple left over, and it looks really pretty mixed up like that. And I'm going to pop that right into my tear duct. I see that little highlight there? Okay. So yeah, it's just a magical place. Okay, equality is doing something really weird. I want to kind of show y'all, because this brush isn't wet, so I'm not understanding why it's doing this. It's getting like this weird sheen on it. See where it's getting like I'm probably gonna have to dig it out next time I want to use it, because it's getting like that wet sheen. You know what I mean? Like when there is, I can't get my hand in there though because my nails are so long. That's also why Louis' name is Louisiana, by the way. We were moving to Tampa a couple years ago, and his name, we're not from New Orleans, so I don't want to lie. I named New Orleans Saints, so I named him Louisiana Saints. So I could always have some of Louisiana with me in Tampa. So guys, just for the record, let me say that oh, look at my mirror. What happened to it? Just for the record, let me say that I love how this look is coming out. It's pretty much done. I just got to go back and do like face stuff. This planning of a look is a lot easier than the way I used to do, where I just be kind of flying by the seat of my pants trying to figure it out. But this one and the Valentines Day one were two that I really, I planned it out beforehand, and I just thought it came out really well. So this one is the same way. It's coming out pretty good. There's this weird thing happening with my eyeshadow right here that I'm going to have to investigate closer when I'm not. It's like patchy. So, you know how we do for Christmas, like right after Thanksgiving, everyone's putting their decorations up? That's how it is here for Mardi Gras. And actually, a lot of people leave their Christmas trees up and change the ornaments. And this is the Urban Decay Subversion mascara because, again, I got things to do today. And y'all know how I am with falsies. I can't take falsies for a long period of time. So I'm going to instead use just a good thickening long mascara. So I'm going to use the primer first, and then I'm going to use the Perversion mascara, which I adore. Because y'all know how I am. I'm all about being yourself and about, you know, being different, but not on purpose. Like, not being different just because everybody else is doing this. I'm going to do this. Not that. That I cannot stand. That's almost just as annoying as doing everything because everyone else is doing it. Not doing everything because everybody else is doing it. It's still not doing it for you. It's doing it. Louis, come here. Louisiana. God, excuse me one second. Louis is literally barking at someone in a whole different subdivision. Y'all, if anybody has Yorkshire Terriers, please tell me what to do because my child is just... Anyway, so this is the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. It's making me crazy now too. So I'm just going to roll that at the base just like always. And I'm going to go up just to cover all of that primer. Now, like on TV and stuff, they show like people passing out like super drunk, flashing people for beads and stuff like that. And honestly, that is a part of Mardi Gras. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It's not like that came out of nowhere. But it's definitely not the entire thing. Like it's more steeped in tradition. It's a little more family-based, at least here. I don't know about New Orleans. Like I said before, I've never been to a proper New Orleans Mardi Gras. But it's more for us. Really, it's more about family. It's about going downtown, having a great time, going to the parade. The kids are trying to catch stuff. It's just a good time. So I'll be right back to finish my look off with y'all. All right, y'all, so we are almost at the end of the parade route. And last but not least is our lips, which y'all know that's usually my favorite part. So today we're going to use the NYX lip liner in Prune, the NYX High Voltage lipstick in Dahlia. Yeah, Dahlia. And then the Kylie High Gloss in Yes, Girl. So this lip is going to be a cool purple because, again, I think we have the purple on the eyes, but it's definitely more about the green and the gold. So we're going to go with purple lips. So I'm just going to use this big old Kylie Wet Set mirror that I love because it's so big. Like, look how big this thing is. It's huge. So I haven't used these in so long. Like, I really don't remember how pigmented it is. Okay, pretty pigmented. I don't think it's as dark as the lipstick though. Okay, so that's a really pretty, that's like the shade of purple that I was looking for. I'm gonna go with Dahlia, which is again a NYX High Voltage lipstick, which I haven't used that much because it's just so dark. It's not really appropriate a lot of the time. Yeah, see how dark it is. So what I'm gonna do, instead of making it like super dark, I'm going to kind of attempt to ombre it. I'm not mad at it though, y'all, honestly. Last but certainly not least, my Kylie High Gloss in the shade Yes Girl, which again, you can figure out exactly why. It's literally a gold sparkle. So that purple, green, and gold look, we are taking it up a notch. And it's going to be really shiny, which is good for like parades. And again, it's really festive. Like, it's a festive event, obviously. Straight across, just giving it kind of a gold flip shift. I always say flip. I mean to say shift, like this. A hint of gold. So I'm going to go and finish my look completely, and I'll come back and we will shut this down, and that's it. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so this is our finished Mardi Gras look, our King Cake Fab look. Let me get y'all closer in on the eye so that you guys can see our purple, green, and gold halo eye, purple lips. And this is the Mardi Gras jacket I'm going to wear all Mardi Gras long because, hi, it's amazing. So thank you so much for watching this edition of Tutorial Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you like it. Have a very, very happy Mardi Gras. I hope you guys catch a lot of beads. How beautiful is this mask? That parade I was telling you about, this is the mask they gave us at the beginning. Have fun, eat a crap ton of king cake, and make sure you walk away with a bag of beads. See y'all next time. Same fab time, same fab channel. Bye.